Good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? And happy Easter to everyone, even if you're not Christian or Catholic, or believe in that egg day for the people that believe it's just eggs. So, not really, don't know much about religion. I was brought up Catholic, but I don't know what I believe. We won't get into religion. Hey, Grace, how you doing? Jake, E.T., misdemeanor, I think. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're well. Well, Jake's here. Dip Media. Cobus, glad to see you. Expac Pete, how are you? And Chris, of course. How you doing, Chris? Brock. Who else? Black Sheep, glad you could make it in. And I think I saw Nikki way up. I said hi to E.T. Hey, JJ, how you doing? I got to drop in on JJ Drone's channel this morning. It was early. I think it was like 5 o'clock my time. Anyway, something like that. I'd woke up. I usually wake up about then anyway. Tommy J, thank you for coming, sir. Let's see. I think I caught everybody. Hey, Joe. There he is. I know that Kevin, 30 in a Wake Up, is doing a live stream too, but I think it'll be all right. A lot of his people, I know some people do watch, but anyway, Daniel, how you doing? Daniel D.A. There's Nikki. Happy Easter. Okay, let me get back down. If I missed anybody, I'll catch you soon. So let's see. We've got 18 watching. Cool. That's pretty good out of the way. Let's see. Hello, Dave. I'm doing good. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear. I hadn't seen you, or at least in my brain anyway. It seems like you haven't been here for maybe the last 2 or 3, maybe a week or so, I'm guessing. So I hope everything is good with you. Black Sheep saying hey to E.T. And Cobus is saying hi. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. And Jake's putting up. My wife's getting ready. She still hasn't gone. Today's her first day pretty much back at work because we went to Ko Chang for 7 days. And then she worked for 2 days, and then she had off from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Sokran. So she's been, it's not difficult. My wife loves her job, but she's going back to work. Hey, Raymond, how you doing? From Livingston, Texas. Glad you can make it. Dave, forget. Yeah, the Will Smith. I know. Has that died off at all? I don't know. I don't watch too much news or anything, but I mean, it was all over. I watched, or I look at Facebook, and the only reason I do is all my whole family and everything is on there, so I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to do anything. I can just watch, and I know that all my nieces and nephews and cousins and everybody's doing all right. So that's how I kind of keep in touch with them. And of course, on that type of media, social media, it pops up. But thanks, Chris, for telling them. It's a good way to put it. Yeah, I still don't know what that was all about. And I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to smack somebody, I'm not going to smack them open-handed. I'd have knocked him out. If he was that aggravated, I mean, why slap somebody? I don't know. I don't know. Slapping somebody just isn't my kind of thing. But hey, to each their own. But he took it. He took it extremely well. I haven't really ever talked about it, but it. He took it well. He took the slap well. Uh, I don't think it was staged. I think too much negative for him to be staged. I just started to slow down. Cool. You should have been on the boat with the group. Yeah, I know I should have. And we had talked about it when I was at Chuck's. We were supposed to go back with my mother and father-in-law. And we were going to go there, and that was what we were going to do, and we will do that. I'll go back to Tat Panome, and then we'll go over there probably next month, maybe, or something. I don't know. You know, Chuck is they're all over the place. I would have liked to have caught up with them. I think they're going to. I'm guessing, but I think they're going to Udon today. I could be wrong. But I kind of, I'm always in touch with Mitch. So, but, I would have got off this morning, and if it wasn't 6 hours there, I would have done it. But I would have jumped on the Forza and jammed to Udon for the day. But that's what 12 hours of riding for an afternoon. So I'll catch up with him again anyway. Hey Jay East, how you doing? Hope you're well. Hope you're having a great Easter weekend too. But they'll have a bunch of fun. They're going to a bunch of places that I really wanted to go to. I've been wanting to go to Udon for a long time because the one friend that I have that I made in Kamala that actually, him and his wife got me and Nitnoy together, or introduced us somewhat, and they're just good people. I haven't had a chance to do that. I've been there. God, he's got to have been there as long as I've been pretty much in. Yes. Okay. Okay. Have a good day. All right. Bye bye. I haven't been there, so I think it's been like over 2.5 years. So I got to get there, and now that's where Tim T&W lives at too. We got to know each other pretty good in Ko Chang, so I'd like to visit him. I want to see his house too. And if you guys aren't, he's putting together house and has videos on houses and stuff too. Let's see. Thanks, T&W. Let's see. What is Jake saying? T&W I used to buy a lot of polo shirts in Bangkok in the 90s. They still vote. And bye, Dave's wife. Thanks, Joe. She's like I said, she really does enjoy her job. Hi, Dave. Thanks for stuff. Yeah, I didn't get to stay that long, but I did get to watch a little bit, JJ. So anytime that I can, I will definitely give what support I can. I'm up weird hours. I don't sleep all that well. If I sleep on more than a 3-hour stretch, I'm doing good. Now I might only stay up for 10 minutes, or I might be up for 2 hours, and then maybe sleep for another 2 hours. I sleep really weird, so I'm up a lot. I catch a lot of live streams around the world at different times because of that. Hey, Paul A., how you doing? Glad you could stop by. But so she's hello, Richard's mom. Yeah, I hello to Richard's mom, and to you too, Richard. Let's see. There's Jam. I saw Jam. I tried to. She had put out a little Happy Easter video yesterday, live stream. I tried to catch her. I see you down there, Robert. If you can hear me, I'll catch you. Give me 1 minute. For some reason my wheels. Let's bring in sub to Robert Max. Yeah, Robert's in Vietnam. I'm going to go to him here in 1 minute. I think I've said everything. I think I'm pretty much caught up on anything anyway. Let's see. Everybody's saying hello. So let me change this and bring Robert. Robert's in Vietnam now. He made it back. He's trying to make it here. If you don't know, which I'm sure everybody does here, pretty much Robert's married to a Vietnamese lady, woman, and she God, my mouse is acting up. Anyway, sorry guys. Hey, why are you tripping? Glad you could make it. Anyway, he finally got back. We'll let him do it, but he's been trying to get back to Vietnam, Thailand, for a while. Hey, Robert, can you
Hey
hear
Dave, how are
us?
you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Can you see my picture or no? Let me see if I
N-
can open this.
no, I see your
Oh,
your.
Mike, couldn't show my picture. Let's see. Let's
Yeah,
see. Let's see if there we go.
there you go. Oh,
Hello, hey, Dave.
you're on the streets.
Yeah,
You're hitting
yeah,
the streets.
I'm
How
right
you
here.
doing?
I just got back. I went for a long bike ride. I got a cramp in my hand. It's been so long. I Here's my bike. Here's look. Can you see it?
Yeah, sure. What
Look
is
at
it?
that. It's a Honda Airblade. Things
Let's
like
hear.
brand new, like brand new. This is uh this is our the river's right behind this building over here.
Right.
Right behind here, there's a river. I can either go through here or walk around, but I don't want to because everybody's cooking right now. But yeah, I'm here, man. I'm glad to be back. Say hi.
Yeah, I bet.
Say hi.
Hello. Hello.
There she is. Yeah, we got up real early. Actually, Tommy J seen us. We're up in the middle of the night. We're eating a bun bee. Went to a place over here, had a sandwich, really good. We got in. It's pretty easy to get in if you do your homework. You got to have hello. Oh, here they're delivering water. Look at this. 3 cases right there, please. Thank you. About that's mandatory, Dave. Water.
Yes, definitely.
I got
Definitely.
for 3 cases. Aquafina, yeah. We uh we flew in before we left. We did our PCR test,
Right.
and if you have a travel agent or something, a good one, he'll do a declaration. Basically, it's just no questions. You answer no to everything. Have you been sick? Have you had that? Or have you had this? It's all no. That way, when you come here, you have a QR code and you stop at one thing and they just look at it and then just put $10 in the envelope or some or $20. Man, you'll be through there and out of immigration faster than you can wink an eye. You know that?
Sounds
Between
good.
that, I swear it took us 5 or 10 minutes to get through. That's Dave. Yeah, that's Dave. We got to watch
We're
what
gonna
we
be
say.
your way.
But
Are you
anyway,
guys? Is this right next to where your house is? Is that where you had the water delivered, or the place you
yeah.
have there, or no?
Well, she actually got one here and another one down the road. A family,
Ah,
and they
I
got a
see.
few of them around here. This is like the older part, but then in the newer part they got one too. And then she has one right here. It's I can show you I can show you the front room. I won't take you in the bedroom.
Sure.
This is she she had this built. Can you see it?
Yes.
This is the front room, and then of course they have the pictures of the mother and father.
Sure.
Then it goes back. They got a big room. Then they got a kitchen, a restroom. Then they got an upstairs here. There's an upstairs. My wife remodeled all this many years ago.
Now they're putting up your link and stuff. I noticed that Tommy in the group had mentioned, and I subscribed. You have another channel. Is that the one
Yeah,
you're going to start using? That's the Robert Mack Travels.
Robert Mack Travels. We'll put videos on that, but I'll live
Okay.
stream on Robert Mack in Asia because I got you know many hours and I can go anywhere and live stream.
Right. Right.
But
Right.
we're just getting used to being here. So pretty soon I'll do a live stream. Maybe I'll go down to market or I'll drive around and do a live stream across the ferry. I'm not sure where, but I'll do a
Right.
live stream, and then probably in a week or two we'll go to Saigon because her sister has a house there. We got a room there, and we'll do a live stream in Saigon. I'm hoping either May or June to come to Thailand. I'm waiting to see if they drop the Thailand pass. If not, then I'll go through the malarkey to get it. But otherwise,
I'm hearing rumors of um, let's see, May 1st. it may
Uh,
possibly be dropped. The
that'd be
rumors I'm
nice.
hearing.
That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
that's the rumors. That's the
We
rumors I'm hearing. So,
got a car coming down the main drag. Whoop, whoop. Almost got run over by a bicycle. You see that?
yes, I did.
Hey, drove right into me. She's
Oh,
carrying,
that was
I
pretty good.
don't know what she has, grapefruits or something in there. But I love it here, man. It's like you in Thailand.
All right.
Coming here, it feels like I'm back home, because I liked it. Vietnam, I love Thailand. I mean, it's been over 2 years. God, I feel
Yeah, I
great.
gotta come. I gotta come out and check out the new the new Vietnam. I definitely will. We talked about it before, so I'm definitely be in touch with you. I know Mitch wanted to go too. I'd like to go with a few people
Yeah, I want to
because
meet Mitch. I'm going to come over and meet Mitch. Yeah, well, if I'm here, we can meet somewhere. We can go around. I mean, there's train. You can go around Saigon, then you get on the train, go to Nha Trang, or you can go up to Nang, or you can go a lot of places. There's a lot of places to go. But
right.
I'll I tried to call you the other day, but I don't know. Did you see a missed
Yeah,
call?
I gave you the number. No, it never ringed on. It never rang on my phone.
Sometimes you dial 066 or whatever. I don't know, and who knows. But I try. It's difficult.
Hey, Stuck.
Some days it works, and other days it doesn't. It's weird. But
Saying hello. Let me say hello to a couple people. Hey, Stuck, how you doing? Ron, glad you could make it. And Paul's saying the same thing. He doesn't want to come back or doesn't want to come until the Thailand pass is done. But like I said, I'm hearing rumors of May
I'm
1st,
with
so
you.
we'll see.
I don't know what happened. It's all making noise. I'll watch your show, Dave. I'm gonna watch and
Okay.
read the comments. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No worries.
Nice talking to everybody. I'll watch.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for coming in. Oh, uh, my my whole thing. Hey, hey T, how you doing? For some reason, I'm jumping all over the place. My mouse is acting up. Imagine that. Let's see. I said hi to Stuck. I said hi to Ron, and then I said hi to Jam earlier, and I said I did stop by there. Got things going up there. Um, will do, Paul. Yeah. God, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna have to shut off this Bluetooth deal and just use my one on my laptop for some reason. But yeah, I kind of want to go. I want to see what what Vietnam is all about in 2021. It's supposed to be really nice, from what I understand. People, at least that's what people tell me. Hey, there's Nikki. Hey everyone, sorry I was logged out, but had to take Buddy out. Oh man, that how many times a night do you take that dog out? That's the one. All of our dogs have always been indoor dogs. Miniature Doxies I had with my last wife before she. They all died. 2018 was the worst freaking year in the world. Lost my wife and lost all three dogs. The oldest female she was 20. Freddie was 19, 18 or 19, and Ginger Lee was like 16. But all in 2018. It was just a crappy year. Thank God I got out of that. But yeah, but we always had insights. We were always taking them out. Even though the dachshunds, they didn't care. They were going to go any place that they wanted to, any time that they wanted to, and they'd look you straight in the eye, lift their leg, and do their business. They were an amazing breed. I loved them to death. Don't get me wrong, but they definitely did what they wanted to when relieving themselves. Let's see. Everybody still saying hi. I don't know. Thanks for stopping. Yeah, thanks for stopping by this morning. We went to the temple, right? And to say goodbye to your friends. Yeah, because it's getting close, right? What is it? A month away, or not even? The middle of no, it's in June or July. But I think it's only like a month and a half away. That's got to be a bummer saying goodbye to everybody. I could imagine. I got semi lucky. The only thing that with my plan, it wasn't, it hasn't been. It's been 2.5 years since I got back. But my original plan, and once all this stuff ends, is to be here for 4 months and go back for 2 to 3 weeks, and whether that be with my wife or with my Thai family or whatever I want to do, or by myself. So, and it wasn't so bad because after, like, when I was doing it in the beginning when I first got here, I was doing it every 3 months because I was on a tourist visa. So I would just fly back, go to my mom's, go to the embassy. I think I've told you guys this before. I'd go in the morning, drop off my passport, come back at 3 in the afternoon, pick it up the same day, and then go on my way. And I'd go up to my house in Central California, go visit who I wanted to, see my grandkids, see my son, see whatever I needed to do. And it was enough to keep me from Jones and to see friends and family. With FaceTime and all that kind of stuff, it makes it a little bit easier, to do. So if it's only a 3 or 4 month deal, it was fine with me. In 2.5 years, it kind of sucks because, like I said before, one of my granddaughters was born when I had the tube down my throat in intensive care in 2020. So it'll be. I guess what I'm saying is I'm jonesing to get back, and I checked the tickets, 850 on. I think it's Philippines Air. It's a Filipino Airlines, Philippines Air or something like that. $850 from Bangkok to LAX, which I thought was fairly reasonable. Anything under 1,000 to me is good. If I wasn't, God, this thing's gonna drive me nuts. If I was retired, I think I would spend half the time. Yeah, and that was my original plan before my wife that passed, the one that's on my arm, of 27 years. I couldn't get her to go anyplace because she thought every third world country was, they're squatted in the streets and there was no paved roads. And I mean, she had this, took me months and months and months to get her to go to Thailand originally. And then she got sick, of course. But that was our original deal. Was I wanted to get a pusher. We had a motorhome with a slide of gas deal. I wanted to get a diesel pusher. I built a 30 by 60 with 18-foot eave metal building on a concrete slab and foundation and everything, so that I could pull it in there, because that was our plan. We were going to travel around the country during the winter time in the southern part, where it's sunny in the United States, and travel. And then during the winter time, we would head, Thailand was going to be one, maybe back to Costa Rica, Panama, maybe, other Vietnam, whatever. We were going to go check it out. And then if we found one, but, then we would maybe stay. But 6 months seems like a magic number as far as getting the best price on a long-term, rental. When you hit that 6 month year, it's even better. But 6 months really, really drastically drops that deal. But that was my original deal. Now, of course, it's changed. But I'm still going to do the 4 month and then go back for probably 3 weeks. I don't know. Like I said, man, I've kind of come attached to my wife now. After 4 or 5 days, I'm kind of jonesing. I want to see her. Weird, isn't it? Anyway, is Fa here? I didn't see her. Hey, Fa, how you doing? I didn't see you come in. Thanks for stopping by. You always do. Thanks for the support, Fa. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. And James too, and Chuck and Joe and everybody. They all give me this channel and this community a lot of support. Yeah, so, but I think, I don't know, I'm Jones, and like I said, as soon as I get done, that's why I started this one at 7:30. The other day, 2 days ago, when I got off with the last live stream, my good friend from, that I grew up with, I mean, we've known each other since I think we were 10, 12, I don't know. But we've kept in touch. We talk all the time. He's in Phoenix now. And his whole family, either he was sleeping at my house when we were kids, or I was at his house, and his sisters were there, and everybody was there. And he called me, and I said I'll call you after I get done on Easter Sunday his time, because it's Monday here, and so I'll call him. I'll call him after the show. They're all probably gonna wait for it. I see you, Jake. Let me see here. Let me change this. Hey, Jake, how you doing? How you doing, Jake? Hey, Covis. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me, Dave?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yep.
See what Tommy's saying here. If I just watched James' videos, you're not complaining anything. That was a very good viewpoint. I haven't watched that one. I'm gonna have to watch it. Tommy catches them all. Me and Tommy, I think we watch Chuck's about the same time. Usually when I wake up at 5:30. When Chuck posts stuff, it's usually around that time, 5:30, maybe 6. And so I get to catch his. James seems to be weird times for me. Weird times. Chuck's are pretty consistent. But I know he went over. Congratulations too. He went over 18,000 subs. That's phenomenal. Um, so congratulations on that. Hey Andy, how you doing? Thanks. And any of you guys, I think Foz getting. Are you at? And let's bring in Brock. Are you at 1,000 yet, Fa? You got to be close, right? Or are you over? I don't even know. Is do you know Brock? Is Fa at 1,000 subs?
I don't know. I haven't had a look.
Uncle Bob, from where? Where are you at? From Utah. Glad you could make it. Welcome. Uh, let's see.
Hey, Brock, how you doing?
Hey, Paul X, how you doing? So it's Paul Alexander, man. Now, Paul X. I'm still gonna call you Paul X. It's easier. I have no idea. She never looks. I think she was. I think she was close to 1,000. I think.
783.
Cool. Okay, you're getting close. I don't know. It was just a milestone for me, Fa. It wasn't so much about monetization or anything like that. It was like, God, I'd sure like to get to 1,000. Then after that, whatever happens, happens. But there's Joe. Everybody's kicking in now. 783. Well, if you're not subscribed to Fa's channel, please subscribe. You'll like it. It's a fun channel. So what's
I've hit a milestone of 44.
Hmm?
My milestone's 44.
44.
Woohoo!
And I think Mitch is getting close too, right? 700 and
Yeah, Mitch
some
is
odd or
doing
something.
900
Yeah.
and something.
900 or 700?
Let me just check.
The next one. Hey Raymond, how you doing?
Hey, Dave, could you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I was online with my niece earlier, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't hear you now." That's
It's a
always
little bit
hers.
low, but it's not that low.
Okay.
Joe has 41 subscribers. Subscribe to Joe's. You can get all the relaxation channel, I call it. That's a lot. Yeah. Yeah, well, like I said, when I first got it, I was, I didn't think I'd make it to 100, and then I set it to 1,000, and I don't know now. It doesn't matter. All I know is the more that I get and the more people that are in the chat, the harder it is for me to keep up. Let's see. Nikki's answering Cobus. Gardening, new patio, raising, growing bed, and maybe an outdoor kitchen to do videos. Cool. I've never been to the UK. It's one of my it's on my bucket list. And when you were walking, Buddy, that area where you're at is absolutely it's right up my alley. I like the open, So I'm definitely, if I ever come that way, Nikki, I will let you know. I'd like to see where you're at. Meet you anyway. Hopefully you're going to come here. Let's see. James, I think James always promotes her channel. I think that's a given. Yeah, meditation, Joe. It's kind of cool stuff. I don't know. I'm trying to do it. I think I'm a little too. I don't want to say hyper because I'm really low key, but it is relaxing when I take the time to watch him. Yes, he is, Andy. He was on earlier. He was on in the beginning, and for about 10 or 15 minutes, and yeah, it looks like he's having. I don't know. He looks happy to me. Looked like he had a smile on his face. Looked like his wife was very happy.
He looked
So
really good
hopefully,
for a guy of what he had gone through before.
yeah, no kidding.
He held
So
it
I
on.
didn't really get a
It's
chance
great.
to ask him exactly when he's going to come this way, but I know he's coming this way. Is that what it is? Berkshire? Did I say that right? Is beautiful. I'll do more videos. Yeah, I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. Whatever Berkshire, I guess. I know absolutely nothing about the UK except for London and the Beatles. That's pretty much my extent of London. What did she say? No, he's not because I said I don't want any more. You don't want any more? I don't know. You have fun with the live streams and stuff. Everybody comes in and chats.
I don't think
16.
anybody that I follow on Instagram posts more often than Fa. She's just like rapid fire on Instagram.
I know ET's a moderator on Foz, I think. She's saying 16 more to 1K. So you're right there. If there's 16 people on here and you're not subscribed, push her over 1,000. I don't get to do any of that stuff. Not the giant channel. But I've gotten a lot of stuff from other channels that I'm very appreciative of, all of them. Not just any of them, all of them. If I just subscribed, who's that from? From Raymond. Thank you, Raymond. Cool.
Paul Zanderman has a question for Brock.
Okay. I'm too scared about YouTube. Who does? Vanderman? Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, Brock. Okay. Hey, Brock, I have a mod question for you. Go ahead. Brock, did you ask it? No, you didn't. Before too scared.
Yeah, I'm waiting, Paul.
Everybody's waiting in anticipation. As a mod, can you actually kill people with the press of a button?
We cannot talk about that. I can neither confirm nor deny.
That's right.
But the delete button does amazing things.
I don't know. Aren't trolls a wonderful thing? You gotta love them.
Yeah,
I
they
told
show
you.
me reflexes.
I told you I feel like I made it because I got my first troll the other day.
Well, that's the way I was. I remember when I first started and I had like, I don't know, 15 subscribers or 20. And I'd go
I was
on
one of
and
them.
actually Bobby was around then. And I'm going, I don't feel like I'm even on YouTube. I don't even have my own troll yet. And then everybody would come on and go, you're going to regret that statement. They're going to come. They're going to come. And boy, they sure do. But I don't know. I don't let it get to
People
me.
say some
My wife laughs
mean
at 'em.
stuff on YouTube, man. Some mean
My wife
stuff.
laughs at them. She gets a
Good.
kick out of it.
Um,
216. Okay. 216. But still one less now. If she got Raymond just subbed, so it'll go. It'll come. Hey,
Paul, I've got an answer for you. There is no block user selection, but there is at the bottom of the options is a hide user on channel. If you click on the hide user on channel, that blocks them. That locks them out of the channel full time. Also eradicates all of their posts in the chat.
yeah, everything that was done prior to that will automatically disappear.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a while because some of them post a lot of crap.
Sometimes with my fat fingers, I press the wrong one, so I wouldn't get.
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Even if you put them into a timeout or whatever, you can go back and redo it, or somebody else will jump on them and kill them.
And also, it may be that I already blocked them because I don't go
Yeah,
for the
could be.
hiding of or removing the post or timeouts. I just go straight for the throat.
Yep. We haven't been done. I don't know. Last time I think we got a few. I figured we'd get some today, and you're all welcome. Come on down. Have a good day.
Are you Bob Barker now?
Yeah, exactly. Hey John, how you doing? I got 35 subs and no trolls. Yeah, you're lucky. Let me tell you, man. I was the same when I said it before. Everybody told me you're gonna regret saying that. You're gonna regret it. But they come. There's a lot of idiots in the world. What are you gonna do? You can't beat the stupid out of anybody. You can't program them. You can't talk the stupid out of them. If they're stupid, they're stupid. And that's just the way they have to go through life. Bumping into
Mickey
walls.
keeps dropping her pants. Oh, wait, it's our internet keeps dropping its pants. Okay. Sorry, Nikki.
Nip Van, hi there. First time here. How you doing? Glad you could
Hi,
make
Nick
it.
Van.
Uh, John, yeah, all in fun. Yeah, it is. I don't know. A lot of them get real abusive, and truth is truth. Somebody wants to call me Fat Santa Claus.
Morning,
It's
Gary.
pretty true.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
true.
you look at me. I mean, it's a true fact. But when they start saying lies and stuff, they don't know anything about my life or anything. Does it get me a little bit? Kind of. And then my wife says, just forget about it. And she's the boss, so I say, okay, I'll do it. But they say it's fun. It's YouTube. It's only YouTube. It's this and that. It's this. I don't know. The world I came from, there's always consequences. Always. My whole life that I grew up, there was always consequences. And a lot of these people, they say and do things like there's no consequence. It's only YouTube. Well, think whatever you want. God bless you.
Yeah.
Let's see. Paul X, all of the mods have the same options. Hide user is the one to click. And that's good to know for any. And me too. Like I said, sometimes I get excited. I think even Joe said that. Oh, you pulled I think I hid somebody's
Yeah.
comment that I didn't mean to hide. So.
That's so easy when you got them come up and they do multiple posts and everybody's diving to jump on them and there's finger clicks going everywhere.
Yeah, they were really going after Joe. In fact, I've gotten that's some of my bad friends is Foreigner Joe and Mitch and who else did they say? Tommy, I think. Not this Tommy, a different Tommy. Anyway, they're idiots. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Chuck had a shirt today that said "Stupid is as stupid does." Yeah, exactly. It's I don't know. It's impossible, and you can't beat it out of them. I can testify for that. Time for breakfast. I don't want you to miss a meal, Fa. So make sure you get to it. Have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Always. Thanks for all the support. I really appreciate it. Let's see. And I did say hi to Stuck. I know I did earlier. I keep missing Joe's
Morning,
lives.
Stuck.
I'm trying on YouTube. Yeah, he seems to be doing. He'll probably do. Well, I think James is going to join the crew. I don't know where or when. There's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8 of them, and so between James and Joe and Chuck, I'm sure they're going to do live streams. But they're probably going to be, if I had to guess, most of them are going to be evening time,
Yeah.
Thailand time, evening. 5, 6, something like that. When they're out and about. And I don't know what time does that put for Stuck in Florida. Florida, what would it be?
Yesterday morning.
Yesterday morning. So he has to. I think he works. He's not retired. Excuse me. I don't think you're retired yet, are you? Or are you retired and you're trying to get the property? I know that you're trying to get everything together so you can move, but I don't know if you're quite retired yet. Let's see. Man, please. That's about yourself. Yeah, more than welcome to. Tell us whatever. This is a community of friends. Try to help each other. I don't know. I got kind of a thing, and I won't stop. Some people told me that one of the guys that I was trying to help the other day might have been a troll, could have been a troll, whatever. Well, I let him out of jail and had actually wrote him and said that. But I'm not going to stop helping people because they're trying to draw something out of me. I just won't do it. But anything that I can do to help anybody, I'm going to do it. Unless they're real, if they are complete idiots, then it won't happen. But
So Dave,
I'm
my
hoping
my tag here on StreamYard says 22 April's big. It's big for 2 reasons. One,
Right.
it's my last day at work.
right. I know that. And how do I know that?
Because I told you.
No. Because that's the day I get my car. That's what he's saying.
Likewise. Oh, it's big,
So
big for
3
you
things.
too.
Then there's 3 things.
But if the
What's the second?
CCSA, that's the day the CCSA announces what they're going to do next, and if they lift the restrictions, the wife and I are coming in May.
Cool.
June.
I think they're going to do it, man. Unless there's some kind of a I know they got some kind of a variant on whatever it is. I don't want to talk about too much of it, but
Variant.
yeah, that they're closing down. Trying to say some places. I don't know. I mean, I watched a bunch of videos during Socron and stuff. They were shooting water all over the place. I wouldn't even say less than half the people had masks on.
Did you
So
see any video? I put it up in our group online about the full moon party down in Kopangan. Oh my God, they had 10,000 people on that beach.
oh, I'm sure they're waiting. My wife's waiting too. Most Thai people are waiting now for the new numbers over the next few days to see if it explodes or not. Nitban, that's close to where I lived or I had a house. I just sold it in Central California, Bass Lake, up above Fresno, and I lived there for almost 20 years. But I know where Folsom is, and I was in the foothills too. I was at about 3,000 feet. It was about an hour it took me to get from where I was working in Fresno at UCSF, which is the trauma center for the valley. So yeah, I'm very familiar with that area. Glad you could come by. Anything that anybody can help you about, you'll find out the people in the channel. If I can't answer it, somebody else might be able to answer it. And being that I'm so busy and retired, I can kind of try to help and find out before the next live stream, which I try to do every 2 days. I wasn't feeling too good, so I didn't. Oh, there's Gary's got a question. What's the latest on your new car? The 22nd. It's pretty much a done deal. They're tinting the windows now, and somebody had said make sure they don't tint the front window. So I did tell my wife, make sure they don't tint the front window in there. Because she said how dark. I said as dark as they can go on the side windows and the back. So that's the only thing they had to do. I had all the pictures. I think maybe I still do in case anybody's interested. Let me see. I think I do. Yeah, I do. I'll just put up one.
Yeah, their excuse for the front window is, but it's so hot, the heat comes in. It's bloody.
That's the actual vehicle.
Heated front windows too.
That's the actual vehicle right there. So I think it's a nice looking car. We're gonna pick it up this Friday, and we're gonna go to Ubon. Her sister needs some help on getting a place for 4 or 5 months. Her sister is her cousin, the one that I always talk about that is the pharmacist in the hospital. She's going to go for 4 months of new training or whatever to better herself somehow. So, but this is the actual vehicle. The only thing, I mean, what do you guys think of the two-tone? I mean, it wouldn't have been my first choice, but I guess it'll grow on me. Does it really matter? I don't know. But I know the difference between this one and the regular price on the the red one that we would have got out of Bangkok was quite a 200,000 baht more. So I think I can live with that. But nice looking car, I think. And it drives really nice. But I'll do an in-depth deal on it when after I get it, after I take that ride. I know Gary wanted me to get a Tesla. I think if that was the one you probably wanted me to get, but he wanted me to, and I'm still going to drive the all electric because 2 or 3 years from now, when I feel a little more confident and don't have that, what do you call it? Gary will know the fear of I'm going to run out of juice. I know there's a word for it, but in a couple of years I might do that. Tinted windows in the front in the U.S. lawn. Yeah, they do a bunch of weird stuff here in the U.S. that they wouldn't let us do. And I'll tell you this. Okay, I've got something for you. Here is something that you need to do if you have a Thai wife, Thai significant other that you're living in Thailand with. Their whole family needs to know that you have enough money to buy them actual containers, plastic container bottles, that they can put their cleaning liquids in. Right here on my desk, they clean the room and clean the floor. They put a bottle of water in a bottle of water. I poured it over my ice and I sucked down 2 or 3 big gulps of it yesterday before I realized I was ingesting cleaning fluid. So she found out that what I needed to take carbon. We need to take you to the hospital. I said, I feel fine. I'll let you know. No, it'll affect your breathing. It'll do this, do that. So just find out what usually there's skull, at least in the United States, there's the crossbones, don't do this, you'll die. It'll tell you what to do if you do ingest it. Induce vomiting, don't induce vomiting, give milk. It'll give it all on the deal. I don't know how Thailand is, but I said I don't see any crossbones on this thing, so I'm gonna imagine it's not completely deadly. And she says, well, it says not to ingest. And I said, well, I don't. This thing's going.
Don't
crazy.
put it in the water bottle.
What's that? Yeah, I told him. I said no more. I'll fork out the 150 baht, the $4 or $5, to buy the 6 bottles that you can put all the cleaning liquids in. I can do that for you. I have the ability and the money to do it. I guess that's I think I must have spilled something on my pad. Anyway, so yeah, spend the money, give them to them as gifts. They have the 20 baht store, which is our equivalent of the dollar store, and go there and get spray bottles, whatever they need. Thai people will not spend 10 baht on something that they can use a water bottle instead of. They just won't do it. They'll save the 10 baht and buy banana, wrapped in a leaf. But they won't do it. This is horrible. Yeah. Okay. Let me see. All right, that's better. Anyway, there's my 2 cents and the things to do if you live in Thailand or it could be the United States. Brock, does your wife
Yeah.
have a tendency to put cleaning liquid in old bottles of water? No?
No,
Did she ever?
no.
Never in her life. She never put cleaning liquid into
It's
a.
always use it in the bottle it came in.
Yeah, they buy the big half-gallon thing and then they mix it, so they have to have another bottle. Because why? They save 3 baht by getting that. But God love them. I mean, if I had that kind of an attitude, I'd have a lot more money today than I do. But I would have stuck my finger down my throat. I thought about it, Ron, but it wasn't really. It was so weak because it was purple, the stuff, right? And when I looked at the bottle, I didn't make any mind to it, but it wasn't like this stuff is purple. Something wrong. That's how diluted it was. So, yeah, so I put it in there, and so it was very, very light. And then she sent the kids down to get charcoal tablets. So I took 4 charcoal tablets and ate that, and then ate dinner and everything else. I never had no problem. So I got lucky. If it's not, yeah. And then I looked at it, Raymond, and it was the bottle was supposed to have a blue screw cap on it, and it had a green one. So, I just wasn't paying attention. I was just, won't ever happen again, but in 2 ways. Once I'll look a lot more attentively at what I'm drinking, and second of all, they'll be putting it in bottles that I buy. What did Cobus say that I missed? Let's see. Gary's saying, I'm good, Nikki. Wife off to the UK in a couple of weeks. She's meeting up with some girlfriends and plan to meet up there. So they're talking back and forth. Here's Gary. He's going to tell me about. Yeah, that's the one I'm probably going to drive, the MG. That's the one I was looking at. Very good pricing on it. I want to say below $1 million. Right around 900, 920, 950, right in that same ballpark. Not supposed to be all the stuff that I've read on it and stuff. Not all the bells and whistles that you get with all the fancy ones and everything, but more than adequate. And people talked highly of it. So that's the one I will test drive. Nikki, let's see, what did Cobus say? Nikki done. I've asked her to get me some for me. What is lilt? L-I for me, my favorite. Oh, soft drink. Is that only in the UK or something? Must be. All right, let's see if I catch it. Put red caps on anything that's not. Yeah, I don't know, man. If we had done that, I mean, my mother would have slapped the hell out of me if I put something that was dangerous in a plastic water bottle. Just wasn't something that we did. I don't know. Hey, MAF, how are you? Glad you can make it. My Fortuna bought Baghdad came with the light tinted on the windscreen. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
imagining this. Is it going to have like in the States, we have that top one that's tinted. I'm imagining it'll have that, but I don't know. That actually is all right. But to tint the whole windscreen, I don't see that. And then I think it was Mark, and hopefully he has a safe trip to Australia, if you're listening, Mark. But I think he was the one that said that because the Fortuna was too big for my wife. She didn't want anything that big. I would have rather had something like that because it fits 7 people. The MG did have one gas that has 7 people, but I didn't like it. So anyway, but he said it was only 1.2. Now I don't know if that's for the bottom line, deal of the Fortuna, and then they go up to 1.75 million or something. I don't know, but they're nice cars. Gators pimping Brock's channel. Take care, Robert. Matt, why did Robert leave? Must have. Oh, yeah, I think he said goodbye to Stuck. I don't think he's leaving. I think he's still listening. But anyway, so yeah, pick that up on Friday and go to Ubon, not Udon. But I will probably take it up. So depending on where they're going to be, I think that they're heading to Chiang Mai and Chiang Rai. If I get back from Ubon and I can meet them somewhere for a couple of days and then come back, I might do that. And them, I'm talking about Chuck and Paige, Joe and Gift, Mitch and Dow, and James and Fa would be nice.
That's right, John. Ron John.
Rockland
The land of Oz.
I would never buy a house in northern Thailand for my Thai wife and family. Yeah, and it's just it really amazes me. Some of these people. He's being sarcastic, but the trolls have kind of been hitting me up a little bit, and God bless them. It's their channels; they can do what they want to. But it kind of aggravates me a little bit. Like I said, if they call me a fat Santa Claus, how can I argue with that? They want to call me Gandalf. I don't think I look like Gandalf, but hey, it's a little bit flattering. I think Gandalf's a little thinner than I am.
He's a cool dude.
Yeah, but the lies. They have no idea. They all try to make a big deal out of foreigners buying houses for their Thai wives, letting their Thai wives' family move in there, and they're going to lose all their money, and their Thai wives are going to take stuff. And like I said, if you're going to come after me, you ought to at least find out who the hell I am. In my particular instance, my wife owned the land. My wife got the 2.3 million baht loan on it. If I go anywhere, she's screwed. She bought me my Forza. So
Yeah.
to bring up lies and stuff, I don't. But again, it's their channel, so they can lie if they want to. I guess they have no integrity. Totally up to them. But I think maybe they'd spend 2 seconds and go, well, let me check this guy out, so I don't just completely stick my head up my rear and lie about everything. But anyway, God bless them. Happy Easter. But let's see. I got to join. I have an Instagram deal, but I don't know how to use it. I'm gonna have to have somebody tell me. Tell me how
Yeah,
to
I
do
think
that.
you're just supposed to take random photos in front of signs and then post it to Instagram.
Is that what it is? I know
Yeah,
Andy's
don't
has
know
got to
what.
be good because the stuff he posted on Facebook was phenomenal. Um, Thailand e-biker. How you doing? Pleased to meet you. Uh, do you meditate? Sometimes when I watch Joe's meditation channel, unless you're asking somebody else, if you're asking me, I try to. Karma, what comes around, goes. Yeah, you're right, Jace. And like I said, how can I fault anybody if they're telling the truth? They, what it sticks and stones. I mean, I'm 65 years old. Am I going to let that bother me? I don't think so. Um, let's see. What is Ron saying? Davey said, of course he would. Can you find Tommy a nice? They're all here. I've met every time. I've said this before on this channel. My wife's 41, I think, or 42. I'm horrible. I should know how old she is. But all of her family and everything, every time we go to a wedding, a blessing, or whatever we go to, they come up to me. Not so much husband, but can you find me a? How did I do that?
Yeah.
Can you find me a Thai or a foreign boyfriend? That's what they want. Like I said, and they want in that in the range that watch this channel, 50 to 65 or so. That's what they want. They want somebody that's retired, someone that has a decent income. None of them have said, I want a millionaire, They want somebody to take care of them, but they're willing to what you give out, they'll give back 300 times is what I've found anyway with Thailand. I don't have much experience in any of the other Southeast Asia, countries, but in Thailand I can say if I knew now, or if I knew way back when what I know now, I probably would have never met the one that I was with for 27 years, because I would have been married to a Thai lady. Do or what? Do or do not. There's try Yoda. Yeah, I tried it a couple of times. Hey Daniel, how you doing? 62. Yeah, the reasoning that they tell me, and they being the limited Thai women that I've met, and friends of my wives and of the family and stuff, is that they, like with me, I mean, I was a biker. I ran around. I sowed pretty much every oat that you could sow. And do I want to chase after 30, 20-year-old women now? No. It isn't what I wanted in the beginning. I wanted somebody that would go into bed at night. I got exactly what I wanted. Go to bed at 9 o'clock, get up in the morning. She makes me breakfast. She loves me. I love her. I couldn't ask for anything more. They have a tendency to believe that the Thai men are going to cheat on them. The younger foreigners are going to cheat on them. And the 50 to 60-year-old range are not. They're going to be more, we did that, been there, done that, and they feel comfortable. Are they still going to be? They're jealous, man. If you don't know anything about Thailand, the Thai women are extremely jealous. Took me 2.5 years now. My wife has finally decided that I'm not going to, unless she gets maybe, doesn't take her much to get drunk. She doesn't drink. So if we go away on vacation and she drinks one wine cooler, she's hammered, and then she'll say, you want somebody else, and like that, and we'll laugh about it, but otherwise it doesn't come up. So I think it's a great place for people to come. I know I've heard on and off some people say, don't come to Thailand, come to Thailand, don't come to Thailand, and be adamant about don't come to Thailand to retire. And it's like, and then change their views. Excuse me. Then change their views. Okay, it is okay. Like I said, come here for 3 to 6 months minimum, and check it out if you're not going to retire in your own country. And I guarantee you, 95% of the people that will come here will stay here. It's just there's nothing more out there that I've seen. Now I haven't been every place in the world, but for the what you get out of your dollar, or your Australian dollar, or your UK pound, whatever the case may be, goes extremely far here. And like I said, if you're a single guy and you've got $2,500 income each month, are you going to be the absolute king and on top of the hill somewhere and do everything you want? No. Can you do 80% of what you want and have a great life? I think so. I think the magic number is 2,500. I know that last one I did a thing, the person had asked me about that 855, and it is possible to actually do it even cheaper than that. It just depends. It's all relative. I could do a video every day on a dollar amount, and it's all going to be depending on what you're doing. If you want to go out and chase women and drink out every night, and you're gonna spend that 2,500 on just on that, on going out. Forget about you living. So anyway, is Nikki leaving? Hey, Nikki, take it easy.
Yeah.
Let's see what's Dip Media
Nikki-
saying. I'm rambling
Nikki
again. Sorry, guys.
Lost it.
Oh, did she lose it again? I'm
Yeah.
learning how to deal with the jealousy. When I tell mine I love her, sometimes she's like, "Are you sure?" It is. It's tough, man. Mine looked at me cross-eyed a few times. And like I said, not only that, it took me, I think it was over 6 or 8 months before she would let me make a cup of coffee. And this is a woman, I would wake up at 5:30. I was up at 5 this morning. 5:30. She doesn't have to get up until like 7. She doesn't leave for work until between 8 and 8:30, And she'd get up and make my coffee at 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm going, I'm 65. I think I can make a cup of coffee. But they want to take care of you. They want to please you. They want, it's just, like I said, you can give them this much and you get back, this enormous amount of everything, everything. So, yeah, it'll get there. You're a little bit on the younger side, but on the older side, I think I've got her pretty much convinced that I'm not going to chase, 19-year-old girls around Thailand, which makes it good. Like with the relationship that I had with this woman on my arm for 27 years, married, 30 years together, they'd have had to put a gun to her head and kill her to rape her. She was just not going to be with anybody. It made the relationship so much better for both of us to go somewhere. She could go somewhere, hey, just call me, let me know how you're doing, how's everything going. Same thing on my end. I could do and go anywhere I wanted. But the best thing I did was leave the road that I was headed with the motorcycles and stuff outside of Los Angeles to go up to Central California. That was the best thing I ever did. Definitely took me down a different road, the road I needed to go down. Oh, Chin, fine. Okay, half your age plus 7. Okay, so I'm 65. Somebody's gonna have to help me out because I'm horrible on math. What is that? 30, 32?
33, 42. 33, 40.
40. Well, she was 38. No, she's 41. So I guess I'm right. I'm right on that. Chinese must know what they're talking about. They sure know how to make their viruses, don't they? So that was a little
Oh,
dig.
that's naughty, Dave. That's naughty.
I know I'll probably get in trouble. Hey, Dave. Hey, John. How you doing? Just turned 51. Thinking about moving there when I retire. Have about 6 more years to work. If you can do it in 5 years, 9 months, and 10 days, that would be the advice I would give you. Yeah. And have you been here before, John, or just something you're picking up on YouTube, or friends said Thailand's the place, or anything that we can do here to help you out? Hopefully I'll be alive in 6 years and I'll get to see you come here. Let's see what Jake's saying, even though he's right here. My wife must be the exception. She's never been the jealous type. I've always had a lot of female friends in foreign marriage. Well, hey, God bless her. The ones that I have met are total opposites to that.
No, she's like that. In fact, she's right here.
How you doing?
Hop in here, babe. Say hello.
Hello, Sawati Krap. Sawati Krap. I like the cooking videos. Good job. Yes, happy Easter to you too.
Shush.
She can't hear you because I got the headphones in. But
Tell her I said happy Easter.
Easter to you too.
Yeah, I heard somebody say hello on the TV.
Thanks.
You don't get to be
Pancake now.
retired and elderly without doing
Hi,
something.
Pancake.
Right? Yeah, and it's all the mistakes that you made that you can look back on and that makes a better life as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. John Jay said actually the same thing. If you've been to Thailand before, even if you haven't, I mean, like I said, I would still come. You got 6 years. I would still take a If it's just you, and you're gonna come, and you want to know about coming here, I would have already left. If it's just you, if it's you and you have a girlfriend, which I don't think you do, I'm just guessing. Let me know. But I would come for a 2 or 3 week vacation. Do the test and go deal and hit the feet. Hit the ground running, and or go to Phuket. If you've never been to Thailand, I don't think it's such a bad thing to go to a sandbox in Phuket. There's plenty of places to see there, but I would probably still come in on the test and go, and then go over to Phuket, so I'm not trapped there. Although Mitch went there, did the sandbox, and ended up spending, I think, 2 or 3 weeks more there. He was enjoying himself. Let's see, Ben. I know Bass Lake. Yes, near Oakhurst. The house that I had was in North Fork. Oakhurst is on one side of Bass Lake, and Oakhurst and North Fork's on the other side. So yeah, the gate to Yosemite. You bet. I liked it. John, been following you guys for a while. I visited in 1991 while in the Navy. Also wanted to go back. Yeah, I would just, John, I would just make a vacation. Like I said, if it's just you coming, it's a no-brainer, to me anyway. Again, check and make sure of all the things, because could you test positive coming in, and could there be a nightmare involved? Yeah, there could. But the percentage is like 2% or something. So, I would take the chance. Hey, traveler, I'm glad that you stopped by. Hopefully you're going to hang out with us. Let's see. John saying Pattaya and Phuket. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. It's definitely, some people will say don't come. Like I said, check all your options and what could happen, everything that could happen. And I think that I think they're pretty much got the test that you need to take to go. I think that's to get on the plane. I think that's gone, unless the airline is asking for it. And then you test when you land here in Thailand. And I think that's pretty much it on the test and go now. And they might revamp that. And I'm hearing that the Thailand pass is going to be gone on May 1st. If it is, then Jake's going to be here shortly after. So I'm hoping that they get rid of all that crap on May 1st. We'll find out. Well, I think we're probably going to find out on the 22nd, according to what Jake's saying, which sounds about right.
That's what they're saying. Yep, CCSA meets on the 22nd. And then all
so hopefully they will.
Published in the Royal Gazette, and boom.
Hey, Grace, how you doing? Logan, right? I'm getting, my mind, I'm starting to get better. Would you recommend paying for a Thailand health insurance when living, or just paying per appointment because the prices are reasonable? If I was living here, I would definitely say you got to have insurance. Like I said, I was without it. It cost me $1 million baht, so what was that, $30,000 it cost me for that 3 months, 2 months in intensive care. Can you imagine what that would have been if I was in the U.S. and not had any insurance? What, maybe $1 million, dollars or more? I think my wife, I think it cost her, for her cancer treatments and all that stuff, it was like $2.5 million. And I didn't have to pay a dime. We had top-notch insurance. But when I first got here, it is very reasonable. Now, you're in the service, so I think that there's other ways that you can get some kind of coverage. I don't know, maybe Jake knows more, or some other people here that have military deals.
If you were in the U.S. military and you retire and you keep your TRICARE healthcare benefits, that's what James uses. He works through Bangkok Hospital. They do all the paperwork for him. So if you have that, there's different levels of the TRICARE. You gotta get the right one that allows you to go to out of network providers. That's what James, Chocolate Man in Thailand, does. And he just basically, the folks there at Bangkok Hospital are, at least in Pattaya, are full up and know how to file that stuff for him. He doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, so there's a couple of options. Now, I know that the insurance that I had, that I ended up getting rid of when I decided I was going to be moving here, it had an option that I think it covered me for 2 months. Any place that I did when I left the United States, it would cover. Of course, I would have to pay up, and then they would pay me back. But they paid 100% for 2 months. So when I was doing my 3 month deal, I was kind of pushing the limits for the 1 month before I left to go back. But as soon as I left Thailand and then came back, the 2 months would start over again. And then when I decided I was going to keep it, and then when we got this thing, and it's been 2.5 years since I've went, I just said forget it. It's not worth having. But definitely I would have insurance here just in case. I thought I was invincible, so I
You're
figured
covered,
out
you're covered under
what
your
could
wife's
happen.
insurance now, though, right?
Yeah, now I am. Yeah. Hawaiian, I like that area, John. I got no complaints. There's a lot of nice areas. Yeah, Dimity. But you never know. We were talking before, and he'd like to do the digital nomad type thing, but what he has going, the place that he has it going, aren't really into that. But that doesn't mean that they might not be in a
Okay.
year either. So you might get to come before you think you're going to be able to. Yes, Logan, cool. I did get it right. See, I'm not completely Alzheimer's in.
Good morning, Uncle
Crazy,
Craig.
yeah.
We didn't
Yeah.
miss you.
Tommy J says if you have deep pockets, pay as you go. It isn't expensive. I was paying the same amount for my medication when I came here that I paid in the United States with my insurance. So actually a little bit less, and the same medications. So it is possible. But I think if you're going to end up retiring and coming here, I would say the option that James is, and you can always send James something, and I'm sure that he'd be more than happy to give you any information that he can. J. East, even though Thailand no longer requires PCR to pre-flight, have to get one anyway due to the job. Yeah, if you're depending on where you're going, I would think so. So I said I think it's up to the planes. Hey Tim, health insurance is here cheap. Yeah, he pays $1,400 a year. Was paying $700 per month. Yeah, unbelievably different. But depends on your age. Anybody looking at this, depends on what your age is. And then when you get when you hit 70, it becomes a real problem. So, but if you secure something before that and you carry it through, it's a lot easier to get. But it's all going to depend. But I would definitely, if you're going to come here, you need to get insurance. Hey, there's Uncle Craig. How you doing? Good morning. I've missed. He's putting out videos every day. If you guys aren't subscribed to Uncle Craig's channel, by all means, please do. He's got some great content, and he's really good at it. He's going to do well. But I think he put out at least one every day, and so I'm glad you could make it. Travel insurance plans are best value versus Thai insurance plan. Definitely something you would want to check into. I didn't have to because I got married, and she works for the government, so I'm pretty much covered now. But it was I was in the emergency room for 14 hours after a road accident, was billed $38,000. Yeah, it is crazy. And I would say that same deal, and I'm just guessing. If that would have happened in Thailand, and you would have even went to a private hospital, it might have cost you 10,000 baht, $300, and I'm just guessing. And that might actually be high. Like I said, for me, I go every 3 months with my wife. We both go together. We both get complete blood work. We both see the doctor, interview. He asks us all the questions, goes over our blood tests, gives us all our medication. My medication is a lot for 3 months. And the last time that we went, it was 17,000 baht, and we'll get back probably 15.5. So for 3 months, it cost us like, I don't know, I don't even know what that is, but less than $50 a month for all that, all my medication, everything. So it's definitely, and I'll say this again, and you'll hear it from a lot of people, top notch, man. I mean, I could not have gotten any better care for that 2 months in ICU here in Thailand, in the United States. Don't know about Australia and UK because I've never been there, but I'm imagining they have excellent health care. Couldn't have got any better than I got right here in Surin.
Yeah. Like Ron John's example, baby born 12 years ago, cost him 962,000. That's in Australia, might cost you a couple of hundred.
Couple 100,000.
No, a couple of $100.
For me, mine I had a panhead. I had two panheads, and when I wasn't married, and when my beautiful the ex-wife that I would wished certain stuff on. Anyway, my children's mother that they don't talk to. Anyway, uh, I had to sell one, so I know exactly what it cost, and I'm going to forget the year, late 70s, right around 80, something like that. It was $6,500 U.S. dollars to have a baby in a hospital on 2 or 3 days that you were in there and then out. Now I don't even think they keep you 2 or 3 days anymore. They let you go as soon as you can.
You had to sell a baby?
I had to sell my panhead, which was my
okay,
baby.
your motorcycle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which was
sell
my
his
baby.
baby.
It was my baby. But hey, Tony, how you doing? Good morning to you. Who was I? I saw Craig here. I don't think I saw the ticker. Yeah, that's new. I mean, I've had it, but usually on my other computer, and if I get a bunch of people on the screen and I try to run the banner, the thing would screw up. But now with the fancy gaming computer and better internet speeds, I can do that, and I can have it say whatever I want it to say. But yeah, it is. I haven't had it up in a long, long time. Let's see, VA hospital in the Philippines. Yeah, I know a lot of people that go to the Philippines to get their major stuff done. And Tony's saying, good morning to you, Tony. Dip Media. Ron John trying hard to be patient. Yeah, once you've been bitten. Yeah, I mean, if you can possibly swing it and work here and get here and retire in a couple of years and still have a digital nomad deal, I mean, it would be a given for me. That's what I was telling the one guy, and I'm hoping he's still around, is that, I was saying, how can you live on the money that you had? And you can do it here. It wouldn't be ideal, but I tell you what, I'd rather live here on $855 than live in the United States on $855. And Stuck saying hi to Tony, my director, ICU at the hospital. She makes sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just say Chris is here. Bring Chris in. Hey, Chris, how you doing, brother?
Morning, everybody. I'm guessing you can see and hear me.
I think,
Yeah.
in fact, for that deal, I think Chris is going to have some shoulder work done, and then he's going to get most of it done here in Thailand, right? You're going to go back to the hospital, Chris, when you get here? Can you hear me?
Hang on. I've just got two browsers open. I got to kill one. Echo.
Echo, little echo.
Yeah, I got to use this. Shut Safari down on the Mac and use this silly Chrome thing. Just to stir up the Windows users.
I was just telling everybody about how highly I praise the medical care you can get here in Thailand. I think it's some of the best in the world.
It's top notch.
Yeah.
Top notch, yeah.
Hey, John, there you are. John's here on phone, so not easy to reply. I'm hoping we're gonna try to meet up. Hopefully he's here somewhere in Thailand. So hopefully we'll get to do that.
Hey, Badger.
What's Uncle Craig saying? To Brock, looking at my phone, I thought that was real.
Yeah, that's me little tame drop there, Chris. Craig. He's feeling a bit placid at the moment. Winter's coming on, so they're not as aggro.
The traveler wants to know if you're getting excited. Did you answer that already, Jake?
I did. Yeah, I am. I'm all jazzed up about
I'm way
it.
behind, aren't I? Everybody's saying hi. Everybody's saying hello, which is always cool. Gives me
Jake's
more
always
time.
excited these days. Got
Yeah.
good reason.
Yeah. That's what 4 days. Today's Monday. Well, that's here. So it's Sunday there, right? 5 days. Okay. Yeah, I'd be a little excited myself.
I'm so excited,
Gary.
and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, but I think I like it.
I like that. I like that bear better. That
Yeah,
koala.
That one's cool,
That's the
bro.
evil
What's it
claw. I've
called?
been
What's
waiting
it
for that
called?
one.
That's a drop bear.
Bear? Drop bear, yeah. See, I'm almost Australian. I'll be
Drop
there.
bear.
Let's see. We pay about 90,000 a year for me and the wife, which gives us 3 million each. So what is 90,000? How much is that in
Three grand.
3 grand?
3,000
So
US.
yeah, that's
Roughly.
cheap. 1,500
Wow, that's
each.
cheap.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
that's nothing. So, but I would suggest it. Like I said, it cost me 30,000 US dollars, a million baht, and I thought nothing was ever going to happen to me. You know, you always think, or I did. I thought I was indestructible. Well, I got some news for myself, so I'm a little different now. In fact, when I swallowed the water bottle, you know, with the floor cleaner in it, you know, I'm going, oh crap, and they're saying go to the hospital. You know, I said, but if I would have anything affected my breathing, if I would have wanted to throw up or anything like that, I would have immediately went. But
Look on the
I
bright
didn't see
side,
any.
your intestines don't have any wax in them.
Yeah, they got to be cleaned out now. That's for sure. That's for sure. Um,
Yeah, just don't look in the toilet bowl next trip, Dave.
yeah,
Won't be
exactly.
pretty.
I leave it for my wife every once in a while, just for shits and giggles.
Blue stuff, wax, and charcoal. Want a good look.
And look, it looks different, honey. Come here for a minute. You want me to take a picture of it and send it to you? I got new technology.
Oh, you said you got
In
Instagram.
Bangkok, I got what? I got a lot of dental stuff, and I think it was Chris that was talking about getting. So I need to get some done too. Fraction, yeah, and it was the same way in Costa Rica. People used it, or they probably do it here too, but they would make their vacations around their dental appointments. So they would come in, get their dental work done, and then go on a 3-week vacation. And the money that they saved that they would have spent in the States paid for their 2-3 week vacation in Costa Rica.
Back in the early 2000s, I did a lot of reading on that, Dave. It's called medical tourism.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Sounds
And
about
people
right.
would come to Bangkok for plastic surgery, breast implants, butt lifts, whatever. And the clinics in Bangkok were world class, plastic
Right.
surgeons. And it was like, 1/5 of the price. People would go to Hungary and some other places like Costa Rica for dental work. And you can go on websites and there's like, they rate where if you got to have something done, where you should go
Mm.
and what the prices are. It's quite interesting, actually.
Yeah,
Philippines
it
is
is. I did. There were a bunch of people there, and that I would see them around town and talk to them. So they were happy to do. They were happy as hell. I plan. Yeah, I don't know. I get about 100. I bring in 100 to 105, depending on what the the dollar against the baht is. I don't know, what is that, like $3,200, $3,300, and I mean, if I was single or if I just had my wife and I didn't have the kids and the in-laws and all that kind of stuff, I mean, I could do pretty much everything that I wanted to do anytime I
Are you
wanted to
talking
do on
per
that
month,
money.
Dave?
Yeah, he's saying per month. He said per month. Yeah, per month. And you could do it on a lot less than
Yeah,
media.
but it is Thailand, so you do get the kids and the parents.
Yeah, and
I mean,
it's not
that's
like
just- it's a
it's
package
not like
deal,
it's that
but
big of a
fine.
deal. Right now, it's more of a big deal because out of that money, for me originally when I was doing it, over half of it, 50,000 baht, was screw around money for me. Mini vacations, go here, go there, do this, do that. Hey, I think I'll buy a scooter this month. Go buy spend 25,000 on a secondhand scooter or something. Whatever I wanted. All that money now over the past year has been gone straight into the house. So even though I think the difference between then and now, of course, I got a lot more, got the house, and I always had a house payment or something rent or whatever. I'm going to say that the amount that I probably have is probably about 35,000 baht each month. And then that's the money that I'm planning on now that I'm putting into the house. But that's the money that I'm planning on doing the plunge pool and all that, because I'm not taking anything out of savings, anything out of anything. It's all out of pocket. But that's why I was going to take the 2 month hiatus from doing it, because I was tired of not, me having 10,000 baht, in the bank or whatever, and I don't spend on anything except for gas. She pays for all the food with the money I give her and everything. But I still feel like I'm broke. I got no money, because I'm used to 40, 50,000, to each month. So that, I could have had for 500,000 baht saved up in the time that I built the house. So it's like, it's different. I laugh at the end of it, but I love my house, I love my family, and it doesn't really matter, and if somebody wants to call me an idiot for being with my wife who paid for everything, and I pay for the mortgage, and that I would have paid rent anyway, well, to each their own. Everybody's got their own opinion on what they think life is. Tell you one thing, I'm a happy son of a bitch, and that's what I want to be, so I'll be doing it just exactly like I am now. And God bless her. In fact, she's going to get my retirement, and I still got to get that all done. They have the paperwork, and she'll get enough money that's probably three, 4 times what she makes with the government for the rest of her life after I die. That nobody would have got. And even if I didn't love the woman, I would have married her anyway, just to give her that. Why shouldn't someone get it? I don't need. What difference does it make if I get, $3,000 a month out of this retirement, or $2,000? Doesn't make a shit to me. So it worked out perfect.
Yeah.
And anybody that thinks that they're, don't care about Thai people, and I think I got called also by one of the trolls that because of my one video. What do? Are you a chauffeur? You drive Thai people around? Is that what you do? Spend all your money on? These people are sick in the head. My wife said that she thinks that this particular individual just is not taking his medication like he's being told. So we'll see. I think he's a little light on it, and I'm sure I'll get trolled more. Which is, hey, God bless you.
Hey, if Ron John, I know he's saying
everybody that I know, including Jake, everybody that's on this channel has gained subscribers since all this crap has went down in the last week. So thank you very much.
Hey, if Ron's still on, I know he's leaving. I wanted to say, hey, Ron, if they lift these restrictions, you and I will be sharing an adult beverage or two in Kissenloke sometime. Yeah, cool. There you go, in a couple of weeks.
That's right, because he's real close to you, right?
He lives
where your wife is.
He lives, yeah, my wife is from Kissenloke, and that's where Ron lives.
Did I miss anything? Hey, about the money? Yeah, it's not. It isn't, and it's really weird because I say that I want this only because I like to go on trips and stuff like that, but I don't like going without my wife, so I won't go. I'll go a little bit, but it's not like I need it. I don't even buy cigarettes anymore. What I used to keep the little bit of money before was cigarettes and gas in my scooter. That was it. And now I don't have the cigarettes, and she pays for all the food and everything on the allotment, the money that I give her. So but it isn't, Tony. I'm happy the way I am.
Hey, we're hitting an hour and a half, Dave. I'm going to bail. I'll still stay in the chat.
I think I am too. What is it? 128. We still got 30 people watching. So let's see. Can you send me the link? Yeah, I sure can. Let me do it right now.
There we go. We'll have John take
All right.
it.
All right, Jake.
We'll see you
Take
guys.
it easy, brother.
All right. Adios. Arrivederci. Ma salamat. Bye.
Yeah, Jake's
So lucky
babbling
for them.
again.
Huh?
Jake's babbling again.
Yeah, I'm just saying goodbye in all a bunch of languages.
You have to ignore the trolls. Yeah, exactly, Raymond. And that's what I do. My wife finally got me into it.
Thanks,
maybe
Jay East.
A couple of months ago, to laugh at them. Said they're barking dogs, and that clicked in my mind. And she said, "You don't want to do it," and she was right. But that's it. I don't. There you go. There's John. Hey, John, how you doing?
Hey,
Good.
doing, Chaser?
Morning, John.
Where are you at? Bangkok?
Yeah, I'm in Bang Chat,
Okay.
over by Phnom Penh.
Yes. There's a barking dog. Me too.
Not mine.
Great. Yeah, I mean, thank God for Thailand, right, Tony?
But
What Jake said.
thought maybe I could give a little insight into what it takes getting in here.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, you don't have to have the PCR or the rapid test anymore to get in, and you just have to make sure you book through an SHA plus. There's like 8 pluses to it now. Go to one of those hotels, and they pick you up at the airport, take you straight over to the hospital, get your PCR. Mine was done in about 6 hours, and I was
Nice.
free to travel however I wanted to. So
Cool. Yeah, that's good for
And then-
everybody to know. Everybody's
yeah, you
worried.
download the app, and then you put you take your 5th day, you take one of those home COVID tests, and you're set.
That's it. Doesn't matter where you're at that point
Oh, yeah.
either, right?
No,
Cool.
doesn't
That's what
matter.
my wife did. My wife had to do it this morning. She got up and I was getting ready, and she said, I got to go in front of the sink for a minute. And she pulled out one of those deals, and I guess she had to do that. She doesn't have to, excuse me. She doesn't have to do it every day for her work, but I guess after the long Sokran weekend, she had to do it and then take a picture of it and go into work now. Why, if she tested positive and I did the test and tested negative, she could have took a picture of mine, but I don't know, but I don't know how they do that, but she's straight up. I told her, I hope you have it. We'll get to spend 10 days together and relax here. I got no problem. You know,
Somewhere
so.
looking at it.
I had a lot of fun getting this heat, that's for sure.
Yeah. So when are you headed? Are you coming this way, or you don't know?
Yeah, I'm going to try to head out today, get out there. Been doing a lot of stuff with Dana from Idea Studio,
Cool,
and
cool.
getting a lot of content filmed and trying to get it edited, put on YouTube there.
Yeah, I'd like to meet Dana. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, yeah,
I'm hoping
real
to
great
get there.
guy.
If Chris
Been out,
ever comes
pretty
here,
much-
if Chris comes, I'll be meeting up with him.
I've been out
Hey,
pretty much
man.
every night. I can't believe the kind of snakes you can find right here in Bangkok. It's amazing.
Oh,
Dear.
bro.
I missed that.
How you doing, boy? Hello.
Ah,
Hello. That's right, Santa Claus. I'm affectionately known as Fat Santa Claus by trolls. So I'm Fat Santa Claus.
Hey, look, if
All
you're
right, and I should put this one on. This one they'll like. I have 2. Let me put this one up.
Dave, if you're getting trolls, that means you're starting to get popular.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them right now. I mean, they're. Oh, that was. I have
That
the
one's
right
for
one.
me, thank you.
Let me
Hey,
put this
Bell.
one.
Jealousy's a pretty hard thing to get over, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just really weird. Like I said, I really don't mind so much the.
Okay, guys, I've got to go. I've got visitors.
All right, Brock. Thanks for coming
no
by.
worries, Brock. Take care, mate.
See you all.
Here's the one. There we go. I'm gonna put this one. Where's it at? I guess I missed it. Anyway, don't matter. But yeah, so I don't know. You know what? It doesn't really matter, I guess, at this point. But they're kind of. I don't know. I have to be more on my wife's side. I just gotta let it roll off. But
Same
yeah,
thing
they
there,
do.
Billy.
Yeah. Hey, there's Lewis. Hey, Lewis, how you doing? Glad you could make it, brother. I think Tommy's
Randy's
here.
here.
He was here earlier. Hey, Randy, I didn't see you. How you doing, Randy?
I saw the
snuck
hair
in
arrive first.
while I was while I was rambling. I am on a ramble, but it's good that because I know that Chris is coming soon. So all this
I am.
information that John just gave, and I'm sure somebody could put up John's link. That would be awesome. I know Brock usually does that, and he just split. But I'm sure that you're going to do a video on all that. I'm imagining, John. Are you?
Well,
Of
the
your
problem
process?
is that it changes so fast, it's hard to keep on top of it.
That's
When I
Thailand.
was originally supposed to be here in March, you had to do the 1 and 5 test and go. And
Right.
then of course, I tested positive back then, had to reschedule for April 6th, and they had knocked out the second test while you were here. So everything keeps changing almost daily around here.
Mm.
That's pretty much Thailand. Like I said, I'm hearing rumors of the 1st of May that they're going to drop the pass and all that, which they're going to have to because they were making it all the countries around us are opening up. Just walk in. If you've got your passport with your showing you've been vaccinated, come on down. Some of them
Yep.
aren't even requiring tests if you've got all the stuff. So they're going to have to keep up with the Joneses if they want to keep. Now, I seen some during Socran, some of the stuff that James Chocolate Man had, and some of his lives, and some of his other stuff. Places were packed. A lot of people were
Oh
putting
yeah.
up stuff on YouTube. So
I was
you
I
know,
was down
as
there
a
by the MPK, and it
yeah.
was absolutely packed. It was just a stream of people coming
And,
out of that
and
mall.
what did you notice? Half wearing masks, half not, or
It
were they
was
ever
it was it was a mixture. I
mixed?
mean,
Yeah,
some were, some weren't. But what got me was is that you're talking. They had probably 1 to 2,000 people in that space, and
right.
how's that supposed to be conducive to stopping the spread? So
Yeah, I know. Well, like I said, my wife and the Thai people in this around this family, they're all worried about what the numbers are going to do over the next week, and if it doesn't go through the roof, everything will be fine. But I don't know. They've got some new variants, but I don't know what the variants are like. It was my understanding that the longer and longer this stuff goes down, it gets weaker and weaker, not stronger and stronger. And I could be wrong. I don't know. That's just the understanding I'm under.
I
But
know all the
as
countries are just dying right now. They're losing so much in tourism. Even Japan's
oh,
getting ready to open back up. So
yeah, they can't do it, man. I see that. I'll tell you what, the Thai people are some of the most resilient people I've ever seen. I mean, when you see a 90-year-old grandmother at 8 o'clock at night pulling weeds for the buffalo or to sell for 20 baht and is there for 6 hours straight, these people don't run to the government like in the United States. Give me money.
mhm.
Give me money. And of course, the government in the United States, at least with the checks, they sent out two little ones and said forget it. And I think Canada and everybody else, they kept giving to the people, and the United States said screw you. But they're getting it other ways. People are going in there getting money for rent and for food, as they should. But Thailand, they don't have that option. Oh yeah, okay, you're really down on your luck. Here's $15 for 30 days. Can you live on that? And they'll make it work. They'll go catch fish and eat that. They don't. That's why I like helping. Everything that I get on this channel goes back into Thailand, whether it be for schools, whether it be for the lady that's in the ditch that's pulling grass, whatever I can do, and whatever my wife can do. It all goes through my wife, so everybody knows that.
Well, right down the
I
road
don't
from
know.
me, I'm
Yeah,
on
people.
95-1 Sukhumvit here in Bangcha, and just a couple doors down, they're all shop houses. They have the shop in the bottom, and they live above it.
Right.
And there is an older couple. They've got to be in their late 80s, maybe even their 90s. And every morning you watch them, they can barely walk, but they come out, they open up their little noodle shop, their little noodle cart right there, work till about 11 o'clock. Then they'll shut down. Then their kids come out, open up a different kind of noodle. And then in the evening, the grandkids come out and run it. It's amazing the resilience of the people here.
And a couple of people threaten me, and not threatening me, but I've heard stuff that you can't be that's why I say when somebody gives stuff on here, they say here, just do whatever you want to with it. Don't give if you don't trust me, because it's going to go back to Thailand. If you don't believe that, then please don't give anything. But if they say, I guess I can't be a charity. If I'm a charity, I can get in trouble. But everything that I get, my word is my bond, and goes back into Thailand. And we're having fun doing it. My wife, my mother-in-law, the kids, they got smiles from ear to ear. They just love it because they never thought they'd be able to do anything. My wife was eating rice so the kids could go to private school in Bangkok. She didn't make much money. And I told you what a saint I think she is. And it's all about her family. And thank God I'm an old bastard, because she'll take care of me until the day I die, even if I got a diaper on.
Well, just talk
God
about how
bless.
nice the people are here.
Oh, they're
I,
great, man.
I've never been somewhere where I've been so accepted and treated so nicely.
And they
Everyone
and
is
they even say it
smiling.
now. Now, if you're a foreign guy and a white guy, and you got no mask on, and you run up to somebody and start spitting in their face, and they don't understand the words you're saying, they're going to get a little offensive. I know I would. But I never met such nice. I mean, even now, because if you've got lighter skin for some reason, you have more of a tendency to get the virus. because of your white skin. I don't know why, but they think, when I went to Surin, to the private hospital, you got a little line out front that you got to test your temperature and do this kind of stuff. And my wife went to park the car or the truck, and one time, this was like in the middle of the first wave, and they asked me, where you live? I said, where are you from? I said, Surin. I said, no, where are you from? Where are you from? I said, Surin. And she came, then my wife came up, and blah, 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 going back and forth. Well, what she was saying is, you just come from Bangkok? You have the virus? You're going to give, I said, no, we've been here for 8 months, haven't went anywhere. So, but they're real cautious about that. But not so much now. I see the people even here, they're getting a lot more lax with the mask. What I do is when I'm out, because like I said, man, ever since I had that tube shoved down my throat, any kind of restriction, I freak out. It's all in my mind. It has nothing. I breathe absolutely wonderful, way more than I did before when I smoked 3 packs of cigarettes. So what I do is when we're walking, I'll take it off. If we're coming up on people, I'll put it on. So,
how do you like those nice images they put on the cigarette packs over here?
Oh yeah. The first time I got that was in Costa Rica, and I brought those home, and I thought all my friends were going to puke when they saw the black lung and the other stuff. But
same in Australia.
Yeah, do they do it in Australia too?
Oh,
they don't do it in the U.S., man.
I gave up.
They don't do it in the U.S., or I've never seen it.
But it's it's like you can't. It's hard to even work out the brand. There's so much other garbage and horrible pictures.
What I ended up getting was one of those flip top hard cases. So I slipped a pack of cigarettes in the hard case, and I didn't have to look at it.
I got a pack. Got a pack yesterday. I had to flip it 3 times just so I could see what brand it was and what flavor it was.
Yeah, exactly. And they've got a bunch of different stuff. And I don't know how much. I bought the cheapest. Can't even remember the name of it now. It's been over 2 years since I stopped. But I think they were, I want to say 60 baht. Is that what they are?
I just got a pack of Camel Greens yesterday, and they were about 65 baht.
Yeah. So somebody else had asked me about that question. Yeah, well, I smoke. So, well, you ain't going to find any, you're not going to find any place cheaper to buy cigarettes, as far as I'm concerned. Now, when I was in Costa Rica, they used to go over and I don't know, smuggle across from Nicaragua the cartons of cigarettes, and I could buy them real cheap. You can even buy them cheap in Costa Rica too, but I got them real cheap out of Nicaragua, and that was the biggest thing. I got here and go, God, I can kill myself so much cheaper now, So
yeah, Philippines is the same. Even like you've got the locally made ones, and they're like 50, 60 cents a packet. Last time I smoked, anyway, a few years ago cheap. Now. But the so-called
back home is $7.
Yeah. I was in New York.
Try $24 a packet in Australia for a packet of 25.
New York they were $18 or $14. But you know what? I was so bad too. When I used to walk to junior high school, I'd have to walk by the laundromat, and the laundromat had for a quarter. You remember the old machines that you pulled the knob out and the cigarettes would drop out the bottom. So I would a quarter. I could get a whole pack of Camel non-filters, and because that's what my dad smoked. So, at what was I, 13, 14 years old, something, I can't remember. But anyway, as I got older, it was, okay, if these things get up to 50 cents a pack, I'm quitting. If these things get up to $1 a pack, I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. $1.50, $2, $3, $5. But you see what we did with the wife, she smoked too. Before, who was it that banned the flying of tobacco? The black president, what's his name?
Obama.
Obama came in and said, okay, and why this? I don't understand. I could still get my cigars, but you could not get cigarettes. But before that, we were ordering 10, 15, 20 cartons of cigarettes at a time over the internet and paying $8 a carton, $10 a carton. And then at that time, a carton of Marlboro 100s is what we smoked, lights or whatever. And I think they were $35, $40. They were all the way up. The last time that I bought them, they were close to $100 a carton or something, 90, 80, whatever it was. And I still was paying like 14, 15 bucks. And then they stopped it, and then I had to go to the Indian. The Indians don't have to pay taxes. So you go to the Indian, and get them off their casinos or their land, the reservation, and buy them. So I always because I always said, man, if I'm killing myself, I want to do it the cheapest possible way that I can. So if I can pay less, I felt better, But let's see, I smoked, I'm missing, what did Jake say here? I smoked for 20 years, drank a lot of coffee. They said it would stun my growth. It didn't. You're huge in Okinawa? Yeah, they told me I like coffee, and my biggest vice for the last 40 years, because 40 years ago or more, I was in the 70s and 80s. That was any drug I could get my hand on, I would do as much as I could, as quick as I can, and for as long as I could. But quit all that had been, 50 years, maybe even 45. Anyway, whatever it is, my biggest vice was smoking. And people would say, well, I said, I don't know about alcohol because I'm not addicted. I'm not an alcoholic. I can have a drink, not have a drink. I think I had 2 bottles of wine coolers in Ko Chang. I think before that, maybe 8 months before that, I had a bottle. So I'm not a drinker anymore. But I'm not addicted to that. But I'm looking at a pack of cigarettes and go, this is heroin. Anything you want to, this is heroin. It's not. I see people that, especially alcohol, I know how tough it is. People like Mike's and stuff, 30 years sober is just freaking, can't even conceive anything like that. Before, when I was younger, I've had a gun pointed at me telling me that you will start smoking again or we are going to kill you. And I would, okay. Said, you're a real asshole. We don't want nothing to do with you unless you're smoking. I tried 4 or 5 times over the years and never was successful at it. I think the longest I went was 3 months, and my jaw got tired from chewing the gum and had 4 patches on, and it just never happened. Let's see.
Well, I'm going to head off here. I'm going to get showered up, head on out into Bangkok for a little bit, and get ready to try to jump that train today.
Yeah, and I'm checking my email, so I'll keep my eye on it, and then we'll meet up for something. Lunch.
All right, brother.
All right.
Y'all take it easy now.
All right, brother.
John. Take care.
Bye. Okay, what did I miss here? I probably missed a bunch of stuff. Going, Grace. Time for lunch. All right, you're probably already gone, Grace. Thank you. Seems like everybody's leaving. I'm about ready to.
Yeah.
It's almost 2 hours. Let's see what Uncle Craig says. When we were teenagers, we should go to the supermarket and left cartons of cigarettes under our arms and then go sell them. Yeah, you can make so much money on cigarettes now. It's almost, I'm not a criminal, so I don't have to think that, but my mind still thinks that way. Let's see.
Yeah, if you zip back up to
Indian reservation
Paul X.
today, $41 a carton. Wow.
Yeah.
And that's cheap, right? Because aren't they double that, Raymond? I'm guessing. I haven't bought them in a while because I've been in Thailand for 3.5 years and I haven't bought anything in 2.5 years. So I don't know what it's like in the States anymore.
There's,
all right, guys.
Paul X's comment further up the
say?
thing. He's just down the road from me. Packet of 40 is now $49 for a packet
40,
of 40.
okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
49 a pack.
49 a pack.
40 cigarettes in a pack, so that's 2 packs. We have 20 cigarettes in a pack. So
Right.
that's still $25 a pack of 20 cigarettes. Wow.
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, like I said, I would have found a way because, it just about killed me when Obama said no more cigarette sales over the internet. I went, oh, man. We were, like I said, 15, 20 cartons at a time for both of us. So my wife I was 2.5 to 3 packs a day. She was like 1. At least a double. Wow.
There's still a lot of chop places around here, but cops close them down, and they just open up in the next suburb. And it's a never-ending circle.
All right, hey Dallo, how you doing? just getting ready to leave. I'm glad you could make it in, though. Um, but I think I'm going to. There's 20 people still in. It's been an hour and 50 minutes. I'm going to go check on a couple of things. I'm supposed to get some paint. I don't know if they're supposed to be painting the outside is the only thing left on the Thai kitchen. So I already primed it, but we didn't get the. My wife didn't pick up the paint when she went and got the primer. Why? I have no clue. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go get that. But I'm guessing because it rained this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning for 10 minutes, that he's not going to show up. It was raining. Okay. There's no rain now. All right, guys. Chris, thank you. Everybody in the chat.
Dave.
Tony, young guy, how you doing? Police are
See
taking water
everybody.
guns away.
Great to
Hey,
catch
man.
up.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do it a little bit on the later side next time. I know it seems like some people come through at that time. Randy, E.T., Tommy J, thank you. Lewis, if you're still around, you can't hear, but thanks for coming by. Always appreciated. Who else? Gator, Jake, Stuck, if you're still here. Raymond, thank you. Uncle Craig, looking forward to meeting you. I got to figure out how far you are away from me, and maybe I'll take a drive in the new ride and out there and meet up with you. I'd like to meet you. All right, I will. Where am I? Let's see. Just passed it.
See you
All right,
later.
guys. Chris, everybody, thank
Randy,
you for coming by.
everybody.
I really appreciate it, and I will catch you on the next one in 2 days.